was like, wow, this is really cool. I like it. I like it. So I just started picking up uh, things from him and other people and decided I could do this. So I started streaming.
I love that. What's your favorite part about streaming so far?
Um, well, I've made some of my best friends. I have a friend from Michigan that I just uh, you know really well, and hopefully someday I'll get to meet her. I've met some other people on here, so that's kind of interesting, and I've made a lot of lifelong friends.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's my favorite part about streaming too, that you meet so many awesome people that you just become friends with. And all my friends on here that I've met, I've never even met one of them in person.
Really, I met one.
That's amazing. I love that. Yeah, my best friends on here, my really good friends, and two of my best friends on here who are Angel Moreno. Angel, he hosts the Spotlight.
Okay.
Him and my other BFF legend, we actually don't live far from each other, and like we've never met. So
Wow. Okay. Cool.
yeah,
Cool.
but yeah, no, so I'm really curious about, so you seem to have many different passions or things that you like. You have a garden, right? You're an artist. So how do you find all this time to incorporate all of those things and stream at the same time?
Well, I usually stream in the evening, when things kind of die down. I work during the day. I kind of sleep in a little bit. With graphics, I can kind of create my own schedule, get things done when I need to get done. And um, the garden doesn't take too much time, but it's really coming along great. It will start to take more time as it gets bigger. Um, but yeah, I'm growing all kinds of stuff: strawberries, cucumbers, sunflowers, corn, squash, watermelons.
I love that so much. So today's topic, I don't know if I want to talk about that a little bit because I like talking about really inspirational things on here or things that I feel would
Sure,
help a
sure.
lot of people. So how do you feel about the topic today, choosing yourself more often?
Um, wow. Well, I have roommates, and so I've got to prioritize more now. I own my own house, but I have roommates, and I really, really like that. But I do have to kind of let them realize I have a really odd schedule, and so I'm up a lot at night. So uh, I do tend to sleep late and stuff like that. But um, as far as like taking time for myself, um, oh, I guess a lot hasn't really changed that much.
But that's
But
the beauty of having your own business, right? And working from home
yes,
and building your
yes,
own schedule is the fact that you can do whatever life however you want.
yes, that's exactly right. Yeah, well, lately I've been dealing with the death of my parents. I've been like, both my parents passed away, one a little longer than the other, and I've been putting it off dealing with it.
I'm
And
so
so
sorry.
I've noticed that I'm taking a lot more time to forgive and forget and kind of like try and hold on to all the good memories and stuff like that. And so I've been working through that lately.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
sharing with us. But
Yeah,
I
they
think,
both died pretty young.
oh no.
But that's, I mean, I'm I'm a better person for having had them in my life and everything, and just dealing with different feelings and stuff like that has really done a lot of good for me lately. So I've been focusing on that, trying to take care of myself and see my mom. Um, this is a good topic because when my mom was alive, she was severely ill and handicapped, and I took care of her for 8 years. And there was a lot of time that I didn't have for myself, and I put my work aside, and I did a lot of things and sacrificed a lot of stuff. And I really didn't have any time for myself the last 8 years. And then she passed away, and it's like, wow, I've got all this time. So I've started a garden, and I um, I have another book that I'm working on, and just kind of getting back to what would I do if, you know what I mean, like being on my own. But I'm so used to taking care of someone. So it's kind of nice to have my roommates because I feel like, well, I still have someone that I can kind of take care of and help and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, 100%. And thank you for sharing that. Such a vulnerable story to share with us, right? But I think now you're going to have more time to continue to choose yourself and focus on the things you want to do. And it might feel a little uncomfortable at first, but I know that that's what's needed. So you can also do things you love and enjoy, and you can remember a little bit who you are, right?
yes. Well, and I wasn't able to travel or to do anything fun. So, I'm going to be taking some trips and meeting some people and doing some stuff. So that is kind of a fun opportunity for me. And yeah, it's kind of funny. A lot of my family thought that, oh, I couldn't make it on my own, but I chose to take care of my mom when nobody else would, and I stood up and I said, I don't want her to, die in a nursing home. I want her to be happy in her house, and so I took care of her, and now that she's passed away, it's been almost 2 years. I've showed everybody that I am completely self-sufficient. I didn't do it because I needed her. I did it because I loved her, and nobody else would stand up for her. And you know um it's nice to be able to have time for myself now. So I completely agree with the topic. It's nice to be able to, this is my time to shine.
Yes, yes, it is. I love that. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us and for being here. Is there anything you would like to tell people on here that are watching? Any like tip or anything you just want to share with us?
Um, well, let's see. So I wrote the children's books about my dog, who I love. His name is Joey Charles. A lot of people on my stream are familiar with Joey Charles. I also have a cat named Wendy Sue. I give them middle names, but and I just like streaming and being genuine and trying to have fun content. I do some trivia and stuff like that, and I don't know. It's just it's really fun.
I love that. Well, everybody go show Giggly Cat some love. Every favorite helps, every heart, every time you tune into her streams or just say hello. I'm sure she'll really appreciate it. So please go
Thank
give her,
you.
show her some love. I have truly enjoyed speaking to you today and getting to know you. And I hope it's not the
Thank
last
you.
time.
Yeah, yeah, and you're very beautiful.
Thank you so much. I'm
You're
gonna
welcome.
contact you on Instagram later because I would love to chat with you on a different day just about
Oh,
your book, your children's books, and all of that. So we'll be in
oh, that would
touch.
be great. Okay, I would love that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and if anybody wants, I have a website. It's joebobdog.net, and you can check out pictures of my dog and my books and stuff like that. So
I
I always
love
forget
that.
to plug that.
What you just did. Thank you so much for being here again. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna be talking to you a little later, okay? Thank you.
But oh, do you
Well, hello everybody. If you're just tuning in right now, this is Own It. This is your featured hour that happens here exclusively on the live streaming community of Meet Me and POF and all the sister websites or apps, I guess you may call it. But it only happens here. It's all live. There's no recordings, and this is it. So if you want to continue to catch Own It, just make sure to tune in every Tuesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Time. The intention with Own It is basically for you and I to become the best versions of ourselves. And we do that through the uniqueness of owning who we are because we're all unique, we're all different, and that is the beauty of being human, right? And I'm so sorry, I was laughing because I was reading Emoji Jay's comments. Yes, I know, Jay, that you record the show, but I mean, you're right. This happens live. So it's a live show. This is not something that we do on any other platform. And this is something that happens consistently here every single Tuesday. I want to say real quick, I'm very grateful that you're tuning in. I'm really, really grateful that you're here. Whether you are a returning friend or somebody who just stumbled into this live stream today and you're still watching, I really appreciate you all. Every single heart, gift, comment, favorite, everything means a lot to me, and I'm really grateful. And I want to give a quick shout out to oh my gosh, what's her, hold on, the bouncer of the day today, who is Cape Verde Queen. I want to give a quick shout out to her because she was my guest, I believe it was last week, and she's my bouncer, and she has been an amazing bouncer today. So I really appreciate you for being here and helping me, especially when we had the technical difficulties at the beginning. You truly were there for me. So thank you. Everybody go favorite her, please. She's here, Cape Verde Queen, on the chat. And with that said, I want to welcome you to Own It. And today's topic is choosing yourself more often. And I want to let you know why I chose this topic for today. I truly believe that I could give you very practical tips, which I usually do. We know every week we have different tips. And last week we talked about how to be a better speaker. And I actually gave you tips, practical tips on doing that. However, I also believe that there, with those tips comes something that has to come from here and from here, just from inside. Because if we don't bring what's inside and we don't own what's inside of us and put it out there in a positive way or in a way that helps you become whatever it is you're trying to become, or if you already are who you want to be, how do you take it to the next level, right? So I believe that one of the things that I've truly come to realize that has helped me, or that I have realized I needed to do more of, was choosing myself more often. And I figured, why not bring that topic to the show? Because I believe that a lot of us, for many different reasons, right? Because we're all very different. Your reasons are going to be different than mine. But I think a lot of us put other people before we put ourselves first. And this typically tends to happen to women, right, more often, because it's like in our nature to be more nurturing and stuff, like feminine energy. But it doesn't have to be just women, it could happen to absolutely everyone out there. And I think that this is something that I have learned to really work on more often, and it's putting myself first more often, choosing myself first more often. And it really has made such a big difference, you guys, in just everything I'm doing lately. I had a couple of months at the beginning of the year that, as I've shared here before, that were very difficult for me emotionally, but I'm already on the other side of that. And now I'm at a point where choosing myself more often has only brought positive things into my life, and more opportunities, more happiness, more joy, and truly just being okay with saying no, which is one of the I was holding that up for the tip later, but I'm just going to talk about it now. Saying no more often and not feeling bad about saying no, because when you say no to certain things, you are automatically saying yes to other things. So we're going to dive a little bit deeper more into that, but I'm going to get moving here because we're already in halftime. So I'm going to give you the quote of the day, which I guess it's a quote, but it's more of a statement, if you may. So I'm going to just say it, and it reads like this: It's okay to choose yourself. You matter too. It is not selfish to put yourself first, it is necessary. Don't be everything to others and nothing to yourself. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, right? You need to be everything to you first before you can be something to somebody else. Because if you don't, then you're not giving the other people, whether it's your kids, your husband, your friends, your family, whoever, you're not going to be giving them your best. So it's not selfish to choose yourself. We must choose ourselves always. We're born here with ourselves, and we're gonna go with ourselves, right? Thank you guys. I see you all in the chat. So with that said, I want to welcome you again. Thank you for tuning in. This is Odette. This is your featured hour every Tuesday with me, Cicely, aka that Cuban girl. Please connect with me on Instagram. I know Emoji J has been dropping my IG on the comments. I always get back to everybody, even if it takes me a day or two. I always connect with you. I'm open to feedback and connections and just being authentic with each other. This is what it's all about. This is what this platform and Own It and my platforms in general are all about. And I really appreciate you connecting with me. So with that said, quick reminder, my top supporter of the stream today at the very end of the show gets to be my bouncer. So thank you so much, everybody who's supporting the show. And also, I want to remind you, topic of the day, choosing yourself more often. Stay throughout the show because we're talking to my second guest coming up. And then at the end, I'm going to be giving shout outs. And then after that, I'm going to be giving the tip of the day. And then after that, a special guest appearance at the end of the show, which I've never done before, but it's a dear streamer friend of mine who's going to come on the show real quick, give some shout outs and talk to you guys. And also he's going to be my guest next week. So it's kind of a preview for what's to come. So I'm super excited about that. With that said, you guys, let me see if she requested the box. Yes, let me see. I want to welcome to the stream, excuse me. I want to welcome to the stream my second guest of the day. Her name is Holly, and she's a single mom. She's also a team leader at a deli truck. She enjoys girl time and fun activities like bowling, going to museums, and road trips. She collects old, funny, and rare money, and she loves doing diamond puzzles. Please, everybody, welcome to Own It, Holly.
Hey,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. I have to say, I love your background, your board. I have to take notes.
You. I made it myself.
Oh, wow, that is so cool. I love that.
Thank you. I like to shout out my people because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. So I'd be
Of
alone
course.
here, but you know, I'd be here, I guess.
Of course, no, and I love that you do that. I love doing that too myself. And well, welcome to Own It. I'm super excited to
Thank
get to know you
you.
and meet you. And well, first of all, how did you hear about the show? I know Emoji J, but how did that happen?
Well, Kitty actually hit me up, Kitty Commander, and
Oh,
threw me
okay.
over to Jay, and then Jay was like, "Hey, do this," and I was like, "Okay." Now I've been wanting to get on more shows though, so I can kind of get myself out there a little more. I do network a lot. I mean, I visit a lot of other people's streams, so you know, I feel like being on these shows and meeting new people and bigger people, it'll kind of help me out a little bit too.
I love that. Well, I really appreciate you being here. And like I've always said it, I have streamers that get on the show and they become my guests, but it doesn't really matter if people are top batch or popular or even non-streamers. I'm about to have two guests soon that are not streamers, but I want them to share their story. And I think this is
Right,
what this is all about, right? So thank you for
right.
being here.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit, Holly. I know you send me your bio and you share with me a little bit about what you do, but tell me a little bit about yourself and what can everybody expect on your streams?
Well, everybody tends to like my accent. I'm super goofy. I like to listen to music. We play games. We do trivia. Um, I don't know. We just sit and talk most of the time. My stream is like a safe space, so we pretty much can talk about anything or whatever. You know, nothing's
I
really
love
off limits.
that. I love that. So tell me about this money that you collect.
My funny money. So you know, I call it funny money because it's like old dollar bill, old $2 bills, like all the old $10, $5, $100 bills. I also have some other money that was ordered from like the Franklin Mint and stuff, and it has like peanuts and angels and different commemorative money and stuff like that. I
Okay.
should have got it out.
I know. I was about to ask you to let me
Hold
see
on,
it.
it won't take me but just a second.
Okay, well, she's gonna go look for that. I want to welcome you guys to Own It. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the hearts. I see it all. Thank you for all your support, for being here, for the favorites, etc. Quick reminder, and I'm so grateful. We're almost at 5 milli, you guys. It's a huge milestone, and once I hit 5 milli, at some point, I have to do something special. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it's gonna be amazing. So thank you and welcome to Own It.
That's for me. Cats. Okay, so I was an admin for Kitty Commander, so you might have seen that picture. I did her fives battles for her. I helped her admin those, so you might have seen that. I do have two dogs though. I have two Yorkies.
That's amazing. So you got the funny money?
Uh-huh. Okay, so like I like coins.
Wow. That's beautiful. Oh, wow.
And then on the back and this is like never before circulated money. So
So how did you,
it might not be worth a whole lot now, but like maybe when I have grandkids and their grandkids have grandkids, it might be worth something. If
so
not,
how did
I
you
just like
find
looking at it.
it?
Uh-huh.
How did you find it?
So there's a website that you can order this kind of stuff off of.
Oh, okay, cool.
This
I
is a
love that.
silver certificate. It's like really super old. It's from let's see. The dates are way different on these. I don't even
That's
know how
really
old this
cool.
is. Oh, 1933. But let me find my peanuts one because this is the best one.
I love when people get really excited about things that they do. I think that's very awesome for people to
Right?
find joy.
But I do enjoy hanging out with my kids. I have met a streamer off of here. and we took our kids on vacation. This will be our second vacation here in about a week. We're going to go and take our kids to Hot Springs.
Wow. Well, you dating?
No, it's a girl.
Oh,
It's a girl. It's, see, fantasy in the comments. It's fantasy.
oh, that's so sweet. I love that. I'm gonna call my streamer friends out for not meeting me yet.
Right? You should.
I know. It'll happen one day.
We live about 4 hours away from each other.
That's not bad.
I can't find the other one. I guess it's still in my safe, but this one got printed upside down.
Oh wow.
But it's also in color.
So Holly, what got you into collecting funny money?
I don't know. I just think it's so interesting.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
Yeah, it's just something I nerd out on, I guess.
I love that. Well, somebody in the comments is asking, what is the topic of the feature show? And the topic today is choosing yourself more often. And I just love that Holly's sharing her hobby with us and the fact that she loves to collect. Because that, for me, that's a form of you choosing yourself, right? It's doing things you love and you enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
So what else? Mm-hmm.
I do choose myself every single day because I got out of a relationship that just wasn't working out. And I took my 2 kids and we moved, and I've been so happy ever since, you know. So I chose myself, and I choose myself every day to be happy.
Yeah, and I want to talk a little more about that because I think a lot of people, and I mean, this is just our opinions, right? We're not doctors or psychologists or anything at all. But I think a lot of people, in my experience, when they get out of difficult relationships or difficult experiences, they are quick to jump into something else in order to numb out their pain or not to feel or to kind of cover that up. And I think it's so important to choose ourselves by spending time with ourselves, even if we're in a relationship.
Exactly. So I've been single for almost a year and a half now. And so I basically just been doing me.
I love
learning
that.
who I am again.
And you feel amazing, right?
I do. I feel amazing. It's a great feeling to, I don't know, you lose yourself in a relationship. So sometimes you don't really remember who you are when it's over. So I had to like re-explore myself again. Like, who am I? What do I like? Who am I by myself? So it's been difficult, but I got through it. I got through it. Yeah. And I think I'm now only to where at a point now where I want to be like, okay, well, maybe I'll try dating.
Yeah, and I think you get to a point where you really, really enjoy being single and you enjoy your freedom and you're like, oh, I don't know, do I want to do that again?
I don't know. That's the only part.
What's one of your passions? What's something that you haven't achieved that you want to achieve in your life?
I think I want to travel more for sure. I've never really just been anywhere. And well, me and Fantasy, we've been taking road trips. So we've been talking about going to New York and we want to go to California and, so I want to go to Hawaii. I would love to. I have a friend who lives in Puerto Rico and he always invites me there. I'm like, I might need to. Like, why not?
Hawaii is amazing. Yeah. And if you come to California, I'm in Cali. So.
Okay. Cool. See, I'll come meet you. You hadn't met none of your friends. I'll come meet you.
There you go. There you go. I'm totally putting my BFFs out there.
Right?
Thank you. So I want you to tell somebody on here, you seem like a very happy person and you seem like you have your head on your shoulder and you really choose yourself. Tell everybody on the stream today one way that they can choose themselves.
Well, I don't know. Maybe self-care. Self-care is good.
Yeah,
Do
that's a big one.
things to make yourself feel good, and you can make yourself happy by doing it. Because like I used to be in a ponytail every day, threw up in a bun and basketball shorts and a t-shirt, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something a little different. So I started taking my hair down, putting on actual clothes every day. Like instead of just sitting around in basketball shorts, I started dressing up, dressing cute, So I feel better about myself and I put myself first. So
I love that. And I feel like that helps so much when you're
it
feeling
does.
low. You put some makeup on, you fix your hair, and that changes your mood right
It
away.
does. It does. And you just put yourself first right then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Holly, for being here today. Is there any shout out for your stream or anything you want to let everybody know?
No, not right now. I'm trying to come up with some games, maybe like a game night where I actually sit and do every week. I just haven't yet. I've been so busy.
It's okay. Well, I really appreciate you being here. Thank you for being my guest today and for
Thank
sharing your
you.
story a little bit and just the good vibes. And everybody, please go favorite Holly. Go check out her streams, connect with her on all her platforms and whatever she has going on. And thank you so much for being here, Holly.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. It's nice to meet you too.
So nice to meet you. We'll talk later.
Okay.
Bye. Well, hello, you guys. And I love that. Those were my two guests of the day. We have 10 minutes left of the featured hour, and we still have a couple of things to go over. But if you're just tuning in right now, welcome to Own It. I am Cicely, and I go by That Cuban Girl. And this is Own It. This is your featured hour here exclusively on the live streaming community every Tuesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Time. And on Own It, the intention with the show is for you and I to become the best versions of ourselves. How do we do this? The way I like to help us, because I also learn a lot from the show every Tuesday, is by bringing my experience from the entertainment industry to you guys, to the live streaming community. I want to invite you all to connect with me on Instagram. It's Cicely Marion. I think Emoji J just posted it on the comment box. Connect with me, talk to me, shoot me a DM. I usually get back to everyone as long as you're respectful within like 48 hours. And I'm very active on social media. I love having an authentic community to relate to. And even though I've been in entertainment for a long time, there's a part of entertainment that I don't relate with, and it's the superficiality of it. So for me, this is why I do this. This is why I'm part of the live streaming community, and I do own it because I love connecting with authentically with you, with a lot of different people, right? So with that said, thank you for being here. I appreciate that. I see all the love, the support, the hearts. And before I jump into talking to a friend of mine that I've known for quite a bit, thank you guys. I still need to give you the tip of the day, okay? And the tip of the day today, I already gave you guys one, but I have 3 other tips that I want to share with you. So the number one tip, I already said it, is say no more often, because when you say no to certain things, you're automatically saying yes to others. My second tip is have courage to walk away. And that doesn't just mean walk away from a bad relationship, even though, yes, that's huge, right, when it comes to choosing yourself. But it's also walking away from bad habits, from bad influences, from bad energy or negative energy or things that simply drain you and put you down, right? And I apologize if you see me looking down, is because I have my notes down here that I look at. I have to have everything scripted for the show. But yeah, this is, I believe that I can give you all the tips and tools and tricks on public speaking and modeling and confidence and all these things that I have learned. But I have discovered that none of that would mean anything if you don't do the inner work to become a better person or to grow as a person. So I have found that choosing myself, not just in relationships, but choosing myself in life is extremely important. always choose yourself. It is not selfish to choose yourself, right? If I didn't choose myself, I couldn't show up here on the show for you guys every Tuesday because I would have no energy. I would, I would choose to do other things, but this is also me choosing myself, right? So tip number 3 is focus on the things that will propel you forward, like your dreams and goals. So focus on the things, instead of focusing on things that are not serving you, choose to focus on the things that will propel you forward. What do you need to do to achieve your dreams, your goals, and absolutely everything else that you need to do? And last but not least is put yourself out there more often. I don't care if you're in a relationship, especially you guys, if you're in a relationship, if you're dating, not because you're dating somebody means that you can't put yourself out there. If anything, putting yourself out there and showing that person that you choose yourself, it is so magnetic. It actually does the opposite that we think it's going to do. A lot of times we think that, oh, if I stick with this person 24/7, they're gonna love me more. And it's like, no, actually, if you choose you, you do you, as long as you're respecting that person's gonna be like, oh my God, this girl's got her life together, or this guy's got his life together. He respects me, we spend time together, all these things, but wow, like they don't need me. And that is just so magnetic and so attractive. So put yourself out there more often. Go to events, go spend time, go on road trips, like Holly was saying. And with that said, that has been the tip of the day today. I want to thank everyone, and we have some minutes left in the featured hour. And right now I want to welcome someone. Let me see here. Perfect. And this is actually the perfect topic for him to expand a little bit on. This is a friend of mine whom I've known since I started streaming on here. His name is Dorian. He has also a show. I believe it's a dating show. And for me, it's such a pleasure to talk to him. And he wanted to do a quick shout out and kind of talk with us a little bit. So I'm going to welcome Dorian to the stream.
What up, ladies and gentlemen?
Hello, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, you look dapper.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm actually just got out of my gym routine, so I was working out. But speaking of working out, yeah, we're definitely working things out on the dating end over here on our streaming platform.
I love that. So tell everybody who you are a little bit. I know you're going to be my guest soon, but a little sneak peek.
Okay, so my name is Dorian Gray. I'm a little bit of a love doctor on the app. I have this show called Rate the Date, where I turn virtual dating into reality. So based on all of my knowledge and a little bit of pandemic therapy, I'm able to, try to put people together and match compatibilities, try to synchronize personalities, and we do this on my show.
I love that. So I love that you're here today because the topic of the day is choosing yourself. So how do you think you choose yourself every day?
Okay, so this is an interesting question to ask me, because in moments in my life, I've probably chosen myself a little bit more than anything else, in an unhealthy way. So being able to learn how to, through self-sacrifice and service, be of service, I mean, that's kind of what we do on the show also, is definitely very important to get away from the ego. But in choosing yourself forward in relationship is very important, because they say it can't be a 50-50, it has to be 100 and 100, and that's how we're able to move forward. And so, yeah.
So Dorian, what can people expect in your show when they come watch your show?
Okay, what they can expect on my show is a lot of fun, a lot of I mean, look, I get dressed up for the part. You know, we have it's like a new spin on the dating game. So we have a bachelor, bachelorette. We got 3 contestants, and the cool thing about my show is that we send them off on a virtual date. A lot of the times, sometimes it's in person. I've actually hosted a date for one of our bachelors and bachelorette, and then they tune back in next Thursday and they give us a bit of an update on how things have been going for 7 days of getting to know each other.
Wow. So you're like a little bit of a matchmaker on the app.
That's what they call me, the Cupid.
I love that. That's amazing. Okay, well, I'm excited to have you on the show next week. You are aware that next week is July 4th, right?
Yes, we'll try to make that work. You know, I'm currently in a position where, yeah, I can give you some of my time. We'll try to make that show very special. But speaking of special, the reason why I wanted to come on here, guys, because I got my season finale. Y'all see it in the name. That is going to be the 29th. That's this Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And you've never seen, with all respect to you, no show like this before. We got The Bachelor. We got the 3 contestants all live and in person. This is the season 3 finale. The Bachelor's going to be right next to me. There's going to be a wall. He's not going to be able to see the 3 contestants. And we're making this all happen, not just live, but live and in person. We got top badges coming through. It's going to be a heck of an event, and I'm super excited. So make sure to tune in Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and we're all going to have some fun.